up? What up? What up? Welcome to the Live Game episode 188. This is the Average Man Spectrum of Football. I'm your co-host Marcus.
I'm the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Really? Yeah, undisputed. Undisputed.
This Clint Eastwood want to be in the top right is Herman. Say what up, Herman.
How about them Cowboys?
You are a hater.
Next up we got Brian. Say what up, Brian. Say what up, Brian. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh.
No, I'm the one selling the records.
I heard you.
They coming to see me.
Thank you for joining us.
To see the Temptations. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You.
And last but not least, we got Mark. Say what up, Mark. Do I got a delay, Herman?
Good evening. Not for me, you're not.
And me, I'm 56 years old. Damn.
It must be something going on with internet to Waldorf.
I'm sorry.
That Waldorfian internet.
Yeah.
Jacking up. Before we get started, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. In case it's on Facebook and our Facebook group, The Live Game. We're on X, The Live Game 3. On Instagram at The Official Live Game. And on TikTok at The Live Game 91. You can also catch us on the Aboriginal Sports Network. We broadcast over there at the same time we broadcast over here. So when we finish going over there and check those guys out, they do a little bit of everything: baseball, basketball, football, MMA, WWE. They do it all over there. So go over there and check out the Aboriginal Sports Network when you're done here. I believe Brian is hosting that. So go ahead and start us off, Brian.
Yes. All right. Again, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Like we always do, we're going to talk a little bit about the news of the week. We'll do some hot topics. We'll get into the games we had last week, and then, of course, we'll predict the games coming up. We'll start the first news of the week with Marcus.
Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo spoke for the first time Wednesday since his house was vandalized, telling reporters that a line was crossed with the incident because it targeted his family. Unfortunately, it happened, Patullo said. I've been here 5 years now, and it's been awesome. This is such a unique place to coach and play. It's very special. We've been to 2 NFC Championship games we've won at Lincoln Financial Field, a Super Bowl, the parade. It's an amazing atmosphere to be a coach and a player, and as coaching players, we all know that part of our job is to handle criticism. It's perfectly acceptable to sit up here and talk about what's going on, how to fix it, what we're going to do going forward, and we know that. But when it involves your family, obviously it crossed the line, and so that happened. At this point, we just got to move on. We're trying to win. That's all we want to do is focus, whether it's my family, whether it's a team, we're all trying to do together is focus on this week. Patullo's New Jersey home was egged on Saturday morning, Morristown police said. The incident occurred a day after Philadelphia's loss to the Chicago Bears, their second in a row. Sirianni confirmed on Monday that Patullo will remain the offensive play caller, and authorities announced late Wednesday evening that A.J. Brown was the one that egged his house.
No, AJ's happy. AJ got like 100 yards in that game. He's good. He's good.
Oh, man.
All right, Herman, what's your news story?
All right. After completing fewer than 50% of his pass attempts in Sunday's 26-7 loss to the Buffalo Bills, quarterback Aaron Rodgers suggested 2 simple fixes to get on the same page with his wide receivers with just 5 weeks left in the regular season. Quote, when there's film sessions, everybody show up, and when I check to a route, you do the right route, Rodgers said. We have our meetings every week. We have other opportunities outside of the facility, and I look forward to seeing all the boys there. Rodgers playing with a black cast to protect his fractured left wrist, completed just 10 of 21 attempts for 117 yards, marking his third lowest total in any game where he threw at least 20 passes. His 10 completions were also his fewest in any game with 20 pass attempts. The quarterback who turns 42 on Tuesday was also strip sacked on the first play of the third quarter as he bought time in the pocket waiting for the receiver to get open. Quote, I felt good enough to be out there, just not ready to take snaps under center. Hopefully next week for that, he said. Disappointed in my performance, disappointed in the offensive performance. got to flush it. So, uh
It's funny, Herman. When you started that story,
huh.
I'm thinking you're gonna say Justin Fields or JJ McCarthy or somebody, with those numbers. You wouldn't have thought that came from Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. And he sure enough pulled out his bus driver uniform and rolled the bus right over his receivers.
Hey, but Herman, did you see how he got smacked from the blind side?
I saw that.
He got popped.
I haven't seen him take a hit like that in forever.
In years. yes. And he got nailed. And he looked like he was hurt too. I felt bad for him on that hit. Right. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad for him.
But still, you quarterback. I guess once you're that old,
he felt like an old man got hit. He definitely did.
Yeah. I guess when you're Aaron Rodgers, you can throw people under the bus. It's the young receivers who have to eat it. I mean, the young quarterbacks who still have to eat it for the team nowadays.
But you know who he really is throwing under the bus?
DK.
Staff.
Oh, the coaching
staff.
Yeah, that's part of it. He did a round. Yeah.
He's saying you ain't showing up to meetings. You're not paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing. That falls on the coaches.
Yeah. So you're right. It was a subtle. That was his passive aggressive way of saying about the coaching staff. Yeah, you're right about that. Interesting.
All right. So my story has to deal with our favorite quarterback. The Cleveland Browns on Wednesday designated quarterback Deshaun Watson to return to practice from physically unable to perform this. The latest step in his return from last year's season-ending Achilles injury. Watson, who is 30, hasn't played since rupturing his right Achilles tendon last October, which sidelined him for the final 10 games of the 2024 season. He underwent a second surgery in January after re-tearing his Achilles, and the Browns announced that he would miss significant time in 2025. The designation opens a 21-day practice window for Watson, who will be limited in practice Wednesday and will conduct individual drills. Stefanski said the next step for Watson could include scout team quarterback reps. The Browns will have to activate Watson to the 53-man roster at the conclusion of the practice window, or he will be sidelined for the remainder of the season. Stefanski said it wasn't his focus when asked if the organization's desire to see Watson in a game before the end of the season. So $200-some million man is back.
That would so be the Browns to try to get him.
I feel sorry for Shedeur, man, for real. Because what if they put that dude back in and put Shedeur back? Oh, that would be terrible. All right, Mark, what's your story? Mark.
Cincinnati Bengals head coach Zach Taylor, a handful of notable changes in coaching staff over the years. There were small ones like ending an old era with former Lion coach Jim Turner, and there was a big ones blow up, headlined by the dismissal of Lou Anarumo at defense coordinator, and then hired in his place. As it turns out, at least at one point, Taylor had his eye on major Chicago Bears head coach Ben Johnson. He was looking for another way he could get for him as a head coach. And he knew that anything he would task with, he would do it at a super high level. The what if game would be fun on this one if the Bengals fans, Johnson has directed the Bears to a shocking 9-3 turnaround this year after being a hot head coach commodity.
That's interesting.
When was that? He was after him. That would have been, well, it wouldn't have mattered because if Joe Burrow keeps getting hurt, they still
yeah. Hey, but is there any coach in the AFC North that's like untouchable right
beginning of the year they would talk about it.
That's untouchable? Yeah.
Yeah. Who?
Probably not. There's no. I don't think there's any coach right now. That
I mean, I still
Yeah.
think Tomlin's kind of untouchable. I still think that the ownership
Oh wait,
ain't gonna listen
AFC
to
North. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm thinking NFC.
I mean,
North.
like, Harbaugh is kind of getting seats getting a
Harbaugh's
little
untouchable.
warm. You think?
I don't think
He's
either
been
one of
there-
them.
I mean, because him and Tomlin are in the same boat. Been in the same place for a long time.
I agree.
People are trying to say that their rhetoric is getting stale.
I don't think they're safe, to be honest with you.
Out of the four, which one seed is the hottest? Stefanski?
Stefanski.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stefanski is
The Browns.
Browns. Oh yeah, probably is.
and then
I feel like Zach Taylor might be.
I was going to say Zach Taylor's a close second, probably. But the thing with Zach Taylor, which gets him over this, is Burrow keeps getting hurt. You keep losing your franchise quarterback. You know what
Agreed.
I mean?
I agree.
So-
I think that saves him. You're right. I think it
that
saves him.
saves him.
But the last 2 seasons hasn't he been there all the whole way through?
No,
Joe Burrow, the last 2.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was
He didn't
there.
miss
He
him.
was last year.
He
Last
didn't
year, he
miss
wasn't the whole team.
he didn't miss
He didn't play the
significant
whole
games if he
season.
missed any.
Yeah, he played it because remember they had like the best. They had like he would have been MVP if the
but their
defense could have
defense
stopped
was
somebody.
bad. That's right. Their defense
Yeah.
was bad. You're right. I still just think that he gets the biggest pass, though. And I think Tomlin is safe too.
I think Tom would say because of the Steelers' infrastructure. I don't think they're going to fire no coach just because of that.
I don't think so either. And if anything, the organization has been letting Tomlin down for years because
I think
y'all haven't addressed the quarterback situation.
they end up letting him go. It's going to be a mutual decision
Yeah.
between both
Yeah.
parties, not necessarily
Yeah.
just firing him.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, that's how they would do it there because they're kind of classy like that. That's how they do.
Yeah, I mean we only have 3 head coaches in your whole tenure.
Yeah. But I think, the hottest seat has to be Stefanski. It's always going to be whoever the Browns coach is until they do something.
Yeah. All right. Some good stories, fellas. Now let's get into these hot topics.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
I was trying to rush past that, Marcus.
There's no rushing.
All right, first hot topic. Out of the 2024 QB draft class, if you could do it all over again, who would you select? Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, or Bo Callahan? We'll start this one off with the resident Commanders fan. Marcus, would you let Jaden Daniels go for one of these other quarterbacks?
See, I knew this question was directed at me. It was a low key shot at my
What do you
command.
mean? We picked this question
not.
last week at the end of the show. We put this in. What are you
Yeah,
talking
I knew,
about?
I knew this was a low key shot at my Commanders. And my question, my answer, it would be Jaden Daniels. We had a great year last year. We're a little off this year, but I also think it has a lot to do more. Well, quarterback is very important, but I mean, so let's get to this. Let's just get straight to the point. Everybody wants to look at Caleb Williams this year. It's like, oh, they should have done. Oh, we should have did Drake May. First of all, we can totally eliminate JJ McCarthy. He looks like garbage. Okay, so Michael Penix, that was my choice. I'm still high on Michael Penix, but I'm good with Jaden Daniels.
Pre-draft?
Yeah, he was my pick
Yeah.
pre-draft. But I'm still high on him, but he's good where he's at in Atlanta. Let's be real. Drake May, okay, that's great and everything, and I think both this year's success with Caleb Williams and Drake May has a lot to do with coaching. Mike Vrabel was just the right coach. He brought in Josh McDaniels, who's an excellent OC, many years with the Patriots. Coach Brady. I mean, you can't do better than that. And Caleb Williams, because that's the big one I see on Facebook. Everybody, we should have drafted. That's what a lot of Commanders saying. We should have drafted Caleb. No, we shouldn't have. We should have paid Ben Williams whatever he wanted to come coach the Commanders. Is what we did. It's what we should have done, and drafted Jaden Daniels. Caleb Williams is having this success because he has a great coach, and we don't have a great coach on our squad like Ben Johnson. We have adequate coaches, but they're not as good, I don't think, as Ben Johnson. So I would still take Jaden Daniels. My only beef with Jaden Daniels is I really need him to bulk up in the offseason. He needs to get some pounds. And he needs to learn to slide a little bit more. Do a little bit more like Lamar. Lamar slides very good. Lamar doesn't take a lot of unnecessary hits like he did in the beginning of his career. But I still would take Jaden Daniels if I was on the Commanders' personnel to drafting quarterbacks. And everybody's saying this is what they say on the program all the time. Drake May is this year's Jaden Daniels, and Jaden Daniels was last year's was the year before last CJ Stroud. But we have to see how this plays out over the years, and I'm happy with Jaden Daniels' pick. And Caleb Williams just was a great coach, and they probably would have a lot of success. And Drake May is a great coach. The only one who's definitely I wouldn't draft is JJ McCarthy because he's just like garbage. So, but I'm good with Jaden Daniels, and I would still pick him as my quarterback.
Boy, somebody who did want to answer the question. You sure it was long-winded.
Right. Like, huh? You still answering?
Herman, who would you pick?
Well, for me, it's going to be Drake May. It's definitely not going to be Caleb Williams. His completion percentage is actually one of the lowest in the NFL. It's pretty close to the bottom. But I'm going to go with Drake May, and yeah, it's coaching always is going to play a role. And we know McDaniels, he works good as an offensive coordinator with his QBs. They tend to work good together. But you can't take that and say that he's not talented, because you can have all the coaching in the world, and if you're not talented, it's not going to mean nothing. It's going to be crap. But I would go with Drake May. He's got a 71.5% completion percentage, and one of the real important or one of the key statistics for him is his touchdown to interception ratio is 23-6. So that's important, because usually you time me young quarterbacks and rookies, they're always throwing picks. So, and his picks are down. So Drake May would be my pick. He's also leading the
another good thing about Herman too, is Drake May don't have a number one receiver.
He's got Diggs. He's got Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs
he throws to everybody.
He throws to everybody, but he's got a
Yeah,
top-notch receiver.
He don't have no number one. Yeah, Diggs is coming off an injury too.
He's pretty healthy now, though, it seems like. But yeah, you're right.
Mark, who do you got?
Out of this class, man, I think I have to agree with Marcus on this one. I think I'll still take Jaden Daniels, man. The dual threat ability is great for me. I think he can make a lot of the throws. Drake May would probably be my second choice, to be honest with you. I like his ability, his accuracy seems to be good. I think he has a higher ceiling though over what he has around him and what that coaching staff does for him. But third, I would probably say Caleb Williams. But yeah, I still, like I said, I like Jaden Daniels coming out of the draft. I still do like him. I just think that if he had a better coaching staff with him right now, I think we see a much better Jaden Daniels. So I wouldn't change that. Bo Nix and Michael Penix, I both like. I thought Penix would be a good choice too, but I will stick with Jaden Daniels. Daniels will be my top choice.
All right, so y'all brought up some good points and had me thinking. And like y'all was saying before, Bo Callahan, I'm not sold on him yet. I feel like he does okay, but he's not spectacular. I think the team is better, which makes him good. I kind of feel the same way about Caleb Williams. Caleb is not like spectacular. I mean, if you look at his throws, he's only throwing for like 100 some yards a game, maybe a touchdown or two. He does have the running ability, so I'll give him that. But I don't know. I just always had this feeling in my gut that he just does not love football. So I don't think I would have went that route. So unfortunately, I'm with Marcus and Mark on this one. I'm going with Jaden Daniels. If Jaden Daniels could stay healthy, he is talented. I mean, he was moving the pocket. He had a bad offensive line last year, and he would move enough to get down the field. He wasn't always running. He was trying to move in the pocket to get to the tight end or the wide receivers or what have you. I think that the Commanders' whole season kind of hinged on his success. And I think it's just going to go up from there. So, unfortunately, I'm with Marcus and Mark on this one. I'm going to go with Jaden Daniels.
It ain't got to be unfortunate.
Right.
You can just leave that unfortunate part out.
Well, I mean, I would like for him to suck. You know, I'd like for him to be J.J. McCarthy is what I would like. That would make me happy. It was just terrible. Oh, my gosh. All right, next topic. Which was the worst loss of Week 13? The Rams losing to they lost to the
Panthers.
Panthers, or the Eagles losing to the Bears? Mr. Triplett, what do you think?
Well, I had to look at this one. In my opinion, it was the Rams lost to the Panthers because they actually slipped from the number 1 seed. And the Bears win actually moved them up to the number 1 seed. At this point, Philadelphia is just struggling to hold on to making the playoffs. Because if they don't start winning games again, they could mess around and lose this division. Dallas is getting hot, and the Eagles are cold right now. Nobody expected, I think, the Rams to lose to the Panthers. I don't think any of us thought that was going to happen. And nobody in the NFL thought probably was going to happen either. And again, like I said, they lost their number 1 seed, and actually I'm not sure what the division quite looks like, but they're tied with Seattle now at 9-3. So, and then San Francisco's right there at 9-4.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're still number 1 in the division, but they dropped.
Yeah,
They're still number 1. They are
they're
still the number 1.
but now the gap is closer. It's a
Well,
lot.
Who you saying is still number 1? Who?
They're number 1 in the West.
In the West.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The Rams,
Okay.
yeah. I'm looking at the
Gotcha.
playoff seeds right here, yeah. So, yeah, it just got a lot tighter in the West, a lot tighter. So, I'm going with the Rams. I think that was a worse loss for them.
Yeah, I agree with you, Herman. I think that the Rams' loss was worse. Like you said, the Eagles have been kind of on this downturn anyway, so it was not overly expected that they might lose that particular game. There's been turmoil in the team, and the offense can't get on track, and they're blaming him and blaming that and egging people's houses and stuff. So they're a train wreck right now. But the Rams was the hottest team in the NFC up to this game. I mean, they were scoring 3-4 touchdowns. They were just dominant. They were talking about Stafford as an MVP candidate in this game. And he didn't play terribly. He did throw, I think, a couple picks in that game. I know he threw at least one. What you need, nurse? She okay?
What?
Margaret, is she okay?
Shut up. Oh man.
But overall, I think it hurt the Rams a lot more because, like you said, Herman, it's a dogfight in that West. You can't really afford to let games go, especially NFC games. So it definitely feels like the Rams one was one that they should not have let go.
Yeah, and the Eagles have more of a cushion in their division right now, even though they're still on the down trot, like you said. They had more of a cushion to work with, at least
Right.
for the division.
Mark, what you think?
I'm gonna have to agree with you. You both. Also, I think there was the biggest one because you really look at it. The Rams had a top seed. The Carolina basically still fighting for their playoff lives. And to knock them down, I mean that was a bad loss for the Rams. A higher seed that they take a bite of. Don't get me wrong, that Philly loss was that Tush Bush got stopped, but the Rams losing to Carolina, Herman, you're right. I don't think we would have predicted that one happening going into the season or going how they've been playing the last couple of weeks. So it takes them from out of number one and put the Bears up top for the top seed, and we see how that goes from this point on.
Marcus.
So I'm going to disagree with all three of you. As far as the Rams losing, like I said, we just had this conversation a couple weeks ago. The Rams number one team in the NFC. I still believe they are. It's any given Sunday with the Panthers, and the Panthers have been looking good. They're fighting for their playoff life. They're right there with the Buccaneers trying to win the division. They get very well win it. But the Rams are still the Rams. The Rams are still a capable team. Other teams should be very afraid of them. And they can. I believe they can easily get the number one spot back. There's 5 games of football left. They can get the number one spot back. And I think everyone is still worried about the Rams. Now, when it comes to the Eagles, we've been talking for weeks. Oh, the Eagles not looking like the Eagles. The Eagles looking bad. And I think it's finally caught up with them. That's two major losses in a row that they lost. And the big thing, and everybody's been saying I'm wrong, whatever, but I believe that they're going to allow the Cowboys to win this division, and they're not going to get a wild card spot. If you look at the Cowboys' remaining schedule, besides Detroit, I mean they can easily win the rest of these games, and they can easily win Detroit. No one's scared of Detroit right now. The Cowboys can win out.
You got the Chargers on there too. They got the Chargers on there too.
What's the name might be hurt.
Everybody seems to think though that the Chargers game is very winnable for Dallas for some reason.
I think it is very winnable. Why wouldn't it be? Cowboys defense have stepped up. Offense has been looking great the whole season. So there's no reason why they couldn't win out. And no one's scared of the Eagles. And the Eagles look terrible. They can't score points. They could very easily, and especially if the Eagles mess around. I think the Commanders play the Eagles twice, and they could. I ain't gonna say they're going to win both. They're going to sweep, but they can easily win one of them games. And their schedule is not looking as favorable to them as the Cowboys' schedule. I mean, the Cowboys are hot right now. The Eagles are not. They're very cold, and Cowboys, in my opinion, Cowboys can easily win this division, and they won't. And the Eagles won't be in contention at all. So I think this was a worse loss for the Eagles. It looks bad. I don't care what you say about the Bears; they do look good, but they should have won that game. And it's just not great. And just before we were saying, oh, they're still winning, doesn't matter.
No, before you were saying it, get it straight.
Well, I was saying, but you're not winning anymore. And like I said, the Cowboys are hot at the right time, and the Cowboys can easily sweep the rest of the game. So, and if that happens, then the Eagles are definitely not making the playoffs. Their only shot at making it, as far as I'm concerned, is winning the division. And I don't think they're going to do that. So I think it was a worse loss for the Eagles.
Somebody else said the same thing too, that the Eagles could possibly lose the division at this point if they keep going the way that they're going.
I think it's a very real possibility.
Yeah.
Very real.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
What is that?
Somebody's dryer.
That's a dryer.
I know it is.
Is that a dryer?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the dryer.
I had that dryer before. I know that music anywhere.
I'm sorry. It's the washing machine. It's the washing machine.
Yeah,
you gotta go in the dryer. But
y'all got that fancy washing machine. Play music in it.
Ask Mark. He helped me carry it upstairs.
That joker make sure that you know that it's done.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about these games that happened on Thursday and Friday and Sunday.
Mostly Thursday.
The first game we're going to talk about, huh?
I said mostly Thursday. It felt like.
Yeah. Mostly Thursday.
Yeah.
One on Friday. Yeah, and then the rest on Sunday. All right. First game we're going to talk about is the first Thursday night game. It was the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. The Green Bay Packers won 31-24. The statistics: Jordan Love was 18 out of 30, 4 touchdowns, 234 yards. Jared Goff, 20 out of 26, 2 touchdowns, 256 yards. Rushing: Jacobs had 17 carries for 83 yards, and Gibbs had 20 carries for only 68 yards. Leading receivers, 2 touchdowns and 94 yards. And Williams had 7 receptions, 144 yards, and 1 touchdown. Let's start with Parker. Parker, who did you pick in this one?
Hey, I took the Lions in this one, man, and I got it wrong. Jordan Love converted a pair of fourth down touchdowns in the first half to finish with a career high with 4 touchdowns to match up his season. But the Packers swept the series on this one, basically winning the tiebreaker for the NFC North. The big loss for the Lions was losing Amon-Ra St. Brown. When he went down, I knew that they were in trouble after that point. The Lions they're in trouble right now. They could miss out on not getting in that playoffs because of this. But yeah, I took the Lions in this one, and I got it wrong.
Yeah, I was with you, Mark. I picked the Lions in this one, and I thought that the Lions, at home on Thanksgiving would have took this one. But you're right. When Amon-Ra St. Brown went down, it seemed like the offense kind of fell off. They still had Jameson. He still had a great game, but they couldn't seem to get the running game going like they normally do. The Green Bay defense did their job on this one and held them down. And they basically controlled the game, it felt like, throughout. It felt like, of course, the Lions was going for it like they always do when they shouldn't. But it was like an uphill battle for them the whole game. So I picked the Lions. I picked this one wrong. Marcus, who did you have?
Yeah, I also picked the Lions, and I was wrong. Green Bay came to play, and Detroit's window might have closed on them. Maybe losing those 2 coordinators affect them a lot more than we thought it was. We thought it was going to affect them. And just I don't understand why Dan Campbell took over the play caller. Maybe I missed something, but I believe the Lions were putting up points before he took over. I don't know what he saw that he felt like he had to take over, but I don't know. It's they're definitely not the bullies in the yard no more. They used to be for a long time now, and it's funny that Green Bay would convert all those 4th downs, doing what Detroit usually does. Green Bay came to play, and they came to be the bully. They were the ones biting kneecaps, and I picked the Lions, and I was wrong. Are we sure about this? I don't remember.
Whatever. I didn't know Brian picked the Lions. Remember, we didn't have his pick, but I picked
and Herman.
Packers. Yeah. Play my music. Everyone in the crowd. Man, what did I tell y'all about Dan Campbell in this play calling? He needs to get him play calling duties back. Can we say now that the Detroit Lions are missing their coordinator?
I believe we can say it.
Yeah, I believe so too. But I picked the Packers in divisional game. A divisional game. I don't believe in the Lions, and I won't unless Dan Campbell lets somebody else call the plays and stops going for it on 4th down all the daggone time. It's ridiculous. But I mean, Jared Goff, Michael Parsons sacked him 2.5 times. Time of possession, actually, Detroit had better time of possession. And I think the big thing with Detroit was when St. Brown went down, that really messed up their offense. But they're 0 for 2 on 4th downs. There's Dan Campbell doing that thing again. And what, five penalties in the game. I mean, focus on that. Get your back focused on executing and get a play calling back to somebody else. But it don't need to be you. But I pick the Packers. That's what.
See, I take issue with this 4th down thing. I mean, Green Bay went for it, and they got 3 of 3. So you don't have to go. I mean, they anticipated on converting those 4th downs, and that's what Detroit does.
Yeah, but with the Lions right now, it's just getting a little ridiculous. They do it too much.
Yeah. And they haven't been getting these 4th downs. They haven't been, but the last game they weren't getting 4th downs. The game before that, they weren't getting 4th.
Yeah, they were like 0 for 4 one game we talked about.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop putting your defense in a bad spot. You know what I mean? Make a team drive the field. Sometimes stop playing with the analytics and make a team drive the field. To the crowd. Everybody.
I'm about to say, are you waving to God? What are you doing?
It's the crowd.
Are you in Texas Stadium? You looking up at the Lord?
I could wear this hat for this one, but I think I'm going to change the hat. We're going to go Cowboys for this game.
While Herman is playing Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. What was his name? The Kansas City Chiefs came down to Texas and went home with a loss. Cowboys won 31-28. Statistics: Patrick Mahomes was 23 of 34 for 261 yards. Did throw 4 touchdowns. Dwayne Prescott was 27 of 39, threw 2 touchdowns and 1 pickle for 320 total yards. Rushing, Kareem Hunt had 14 carries for 58 yards, and Williams had 17 carries for 59 yards. Leading receivers, Rice had 8 receptions for 2 touchdowns and 92 yards. CeeDee Lamb had 7 receptions for 112 yards and a touchdown. We'll start with the haters first. Marcus, who'd you pick?
Hold on, sir. If he's wearing that hat, you didn't pick the Cowboys either. So don't come here with no nonsense. Okay. I picked the Chiefs.
Pick the Cowboys. Hey, man, you already told y'all.
Whatever. Yeah, I picked the Chiefs.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes, he played a great game, but the Kansas City defense didn't show up at all. I mean, the magic is gone, and with this loss, they might not even make the playoffs. They need to win this game. They need to win out. They still need to win out. So we'll see, but I don't know, just not the Kansas City team we're used to seeing. The Cowboys hung in there. They did what they had to do. Kansas City defense couldn't stop the Cowboys offense. So, you get what you get. I picked the Kansas City Chiefs, and I was wrong.
Mark, who'd you have?
I also chose the Chiefs, man. Dak was impressive. He went 27 for 39 or 329 yards. There's 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. The Cowboys' playoff hopes were on line with this game. The Chiefs did start out looking pretty good, but it changed. I will say this, though. George Pickens, that was a nice, impressive hurdle he did over Trent McDuffie on that one play. But the Chiefs fall to 6-6. They're in real jeopardy and danger of not making the playoff. This will be the first time in Patrick Mahomes' era that this happens. So the Chiefs are in real big trouble. But yeah, I took the Chiefs, and I got this wrong.
They don't hold their destiny in their hands.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know if they hold it in their hands.
I said they don't. That's what I said. That's what I said. They don't.
Okay.
They don't.
Yeah, they need help.
They don't.
Yeah. But I was with you guys. I chose the Chiefs. you got to give it to Dak. I mean, that first drive, that pick, was a backbreaker. The Chiefs go right down, score a touchdown, and Dak is just as poised as any quarterback has ever been. Took them right back down the field, made it a game, and was just spectacular on Thanksgiving. You saw he got the turkey. Whole team had a turkey. Tight end had a turkey in his hand. It was a great Thanksgiving. My belly was full. My heart was full. Best win ever. Go Cowboys.
All this was somebody didn't even pick. So all this was somebody didn't even pick the Darwin Cowboys. Shut up all this nonsense.
Hey man, I told you.
Damn, somebody salty.
Good, three-game winning streak. I'm gonna keep it up.
Salty. For me again. I can't believe it. Hey, look, the bottom line is you do not pick against the hottest team in the NFL right now, okay? And that would be the Dallas Cowboys. I know all y'all haters had y'all hopes up after the first drive when Dak threw the pick, and you felt good about yourself and was probably all happy, thought you were going to see a route, but it didn't happen. This is not that Cowboys team anymore. This is the Cowboys team that y'all been fearing to see for a long time. I heard all this crying from the Chiefs. Man, I can't believe how much I saw all these posts about the Chiefs fan crying about penalties, man. Like that, like if that wasn't probably the craziest thing I'd ever seen, like the refs walked y'all to Super Bowls in the last couple of years, okay? Held your hands and made sure you got there. One game, and now all of a sudden it's the worst, refs in the world and this and that. How about the fact that your Chiefs team went 5-13 on third downs? You couldn't stay on the field. Dallas had 7 penalties. The Chiefs had 10 penalties. It's not our fault that your penalties chunked off more yards than ours did. So miss me with that. They did all this complaining, but they didn't show no plays, right, of these supposed terrible calls. But I picked the Cowboys, and I'm going to finish on one last note. The NFL is all about views and viewing and popularity. The Cowboys and Chiefs game had a record 230 million viewers. It's now considered the most watched regular season game ever. And it beat out the game that previously held that record by 36%. So what you saw on Thanksgiving definitely was America's team playing America's team B.
America's wannabe.
Yeah, America's wannabe team. There you go.
Speaking of, where's your cousin, man? I ain't seen him in a minute. He all right?
Bro, he came out here for the game.
Did he?
I ain't even get to see him.
Are you serious?
I don't think that man wanted to see me after that game. I told him, I said, come to the house. No, he didn't make it in the game, so he wanted to just tailgate. I told him, come to the house, man. I was like, we got plenty of food and everything. It's like, all right. I ain't hear nothing back from that dude. He didn't even text me to say, hey, I made it back to Kansas City. It's all love, though. It's all love.
If anybody sees him,
Two lone wolves in 1 week, baby. Only thing better would have been 3.
All right. This game we're going to talk about was the final Thursday night game. The Cincinnati Bengals came to be more, and they put a spanking on the Baltimore Ravens, 32-14. Josh Burrow came back from injury. He was 24-46, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson was 17 of 32, 246 yards, and a pickle. We had rushers. We had Brown had 15 carries for 78 yards. King Henry had a decent day, 10 carries, 60 yards, did have a touchdown. Receivers, of course, is Jamar Chase, 7 receptions, 110 yards. And Isaiah Likely, the tight end, had 5 receptions for 95 yards. In this particular game, I did pick the Baltimore Ravens. It's looking bad for you, Baltimore. It's looking real bad. This was a good opportunity for you to take advantage of the division. The Steelers lost luckily, so y'all still have a chance. Y'all play each other this week, but y'all need to get it together, man. To do that, let Joe Burrow come on y'all like that after he's been injured. It's not good. It's not good. Herman, who'd you have?
Yeah, I had the Ravens in this one too. I should have known better. When they said Burrow was going to play, I knew I should have picked him. I thought he might be a little rusty, so I wasn't sure. So I could trust him that first week back. But Baltimore is just—they're not the Baltimore we used to. They just aren't. I mean, Henry only had 10 carries, and the game was close. Going into the half, and even in the third quarter, it wasn't totally out of reach. But they're not running him early. So if they don't run him early, and once they get behind, it's a done deal. So I picked the Ravens, and I got this one wrong.
Mark, who'd you have?
Yeah, I took the Ravens also, man. I thought that, like you said, the Ravens really couldn't get the running game going that great. They didn't get much pressure on Burrows either. But the crazy thing that I felt like once Lamar Jackson came back, that the Ravens were kind of, they were almost like they wasn't going to lose another game with him during the regular season. But as you can see, the Baltimore's turnover did them in. They had the most turnovers game since 2013. The injury to cornerback Nate Wiggins was a big loss for him on defense. But yeah, I thought the Ravens would win this one, and they didn't, so I got it wrong.
And Marcus, since you're not wearing a hat, I assume you were with the Ravens as well.
Yeah, I also picked the Ravens. Much like you said, it's just not a good look. Feel like the Ravens, I'm not gonna say easily should have won this game, but they should have won this game. Burrow been out for weeks, probably rusty, whatever, but it didn't seem like that. Just since Lamar's come back, the Ravens haven't looked like the Ravens. Really haven't looked like the Ravens all season, but this is definitely not the Ravens team of last year and the year before last. Don't know what's wrong with these guys, but like you said, they're lucky that you didn't think you would say this, but they're lucky they're in the AFC North because they right now are still in the lead of the division, and either them or the Steelers are looking that good, so that they can make it to the playoffs. But realistically, nobody's scared of them right now. If they're making the playoffs, they're not going to do anything. They'll be one and done if they don't get it together. So I picked the Ravens, but I was wrong because this definitely not the Ravens we're used to.
It's crazy. Is Cincinnati actually still in it? They could still.
That's wild.
Yeah. They could still win the division, which is nuts.
That's wild.
Yeah.
All right. So the next game we had was the Black Friday game. It was the Chicago Bears at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Bears beat the Eagles 24-15. Caleb Williams was 17 of 36 for 154 yards, threw a touchdown and an interception. Jalen Hurts was 19 of 34, 230 yards, threw 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Rushing, Managai ran 22 times for 130 yards and a touchdown. Who has him in fantasy?
Nobody.
And Saquon Barkley, 13 carries, 56 yards. Not very Saquon-esque. Receiving, this is kind of ugly. Komet, the tight end, had 3 receptions for 36 yards and a touchdown for the Bears. A.J. Brown went off, 10 receptions, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's the way you play Philadelphia football, baby. Marcus, who did you have in this one?
I picked the Eagles. Definitely did not expect the Bears to come in there and do what they did. Basically, the Bears just ran all over those guys. You talked about Monagi, 130 yards, but DeAndre Swift had 125 yards.
Yeah.
So combine that together, that's the team at 281. So they ran all over this much vaunted Philadelphia Eagles defense, and we already know that the offense isn't scoring a lot of points. So when the defense can't do what they're known for doing, and then they're not going to win the game. And just Chicago came in there and basically put belt to ass. I was wrong picking the Eagles. I don't know if I'll be picking them again the rest of the season. Yeah. Chicago Bears won. I was wrong.
Are we boring you, Mr. Triplet?
No.
Oh. Well, who did you have in the game since you need to talk?
No, I did not, but I had the Bears. Like Marcus said, I think the biggest thing in this game was the Bears' run game. They were gashing the Eagles' defense like the Cowboys' defense was getting gashed earlier in the year. That's how bad it looked. They was just ripping off stuff like it was nothing. And they almost doubled time of possession with the ball. Almost double. That's crazy. But I picked the Bears, and I got this right. I'm going to say this. It was the run game, though. It wasn't Caleb Williams so much as it was their run game. If they could have shut that run game down, the Eagles might have had a better chance. But I picked the Bears, and I got it right.
Mark, who'd you have?
Yeah, I took the Bears also. Caleb Williams really didn't have to do much with this team because of the way they ran the ball. They had 17 rushing first downs. They rushed for 17 first downs. They had both running backs got over 100 yards in this game. That was great. Another thing that was surprising to me.
You found a noisier cup, Herman?
Sorry. I didn't realize it was making so much noise.
The Bears kind of showed you the blueprint on how to stop this tush push. Make them fumble that ball.
That's it. Go at the ball.
You keep doing that tush push. That tush push is only good now on the goal line. You better not run that joint up or get down or something.
That was fantastic defense to let them stand them up and go get that ball. That's how you stop that tush push. But I took the Bears on this one and they got it.
Yeah, I was with Marcus on this one. I picked the Eagles. I was stupid. I didn't think the Bears were this good, and I still have a hard time thinking that the Bears are this good. But they keep winning. I mean, them in Carolina, man, they got me baffled. Okay, they're not the teams I anticipated them being. Running this ball and playing this defense. So, excuse me. I picked the Bears. I picked the Eagles, and I deserve this loss. All right, next game we're going to talk about was this is a Sunday nighter. This was the Denver Broncos into the Washington Commanders' home. It was a good game. Denver Broncos won it in overtime, 27-26. Passing stats. Bo Nix actually had a pretty good game. 29 out of 45, 321 yards.
That's not his
one
name,
touchdown,
sir.
one interception.
That's not his name, sir.
I'm sorry. Callahan. Nobody came to his birthday party. Marcus Mariota was 28 of 50. 28 of 50.
Why?
294 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I don't know. Leading rusher, it's kind of surprising. Harvey had 13 carries for 35 yards and 2 touchdowns, which killed me in fantasy. Thank you very much. And the leading rusher was Marcus Mariota, 10 carries for 55 yards. Leading receivers, we have a tight end, both tight ends. Evan Ingram had 6 receptions for 79 yards, and Zach Ertz actually went off, 10 receptions for 106 yards. Herman, who did you have in this one?
I had the Broncos in this one. I told y'all, though, it was going to be a close game. I said that when we picked this game, and it was. It was a really good game, though. Winning to overtime. And Washington did what they should have done, which was go for it for the 2-point conversion. They're 3-8. Don't kick the extra point. I totally agreed with that. Washington made a big mistake in the offseason, and that was trading away that running back. Because they have no run game now. You could really, because they traded away Robinson, right?
Yes.
Brian Robinson, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who was the starter?
I believe it was Eckler. He got hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eckler.
The two name guy.
No,
Yeah, I haven't heard.
no, that was after.
So last
Oh,
year.
Eckler was there this year?
I
Oh,
think
last
Eckler-
year. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, but Eckler got hurt
This year.
this year, early,
Yeah, early in the season.
and he had an injury
Okay.
history.
Okay. I
Already.
didn't know he was in it this year.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that I think this is why we're seeing this Washington.
Yeah.
They made
Yeah.
the mistake of trading away a serviceable, a good running back, thinking, oh, we have a starter. You should have kept Robinson because he may have stepped right in after Eckler and picked right up. Mariota should not be throwing 50 times. No, ever. And you look at the breakdown of the score, it wasn't like the game got out of hand. You know, stick to your game plan. I think Kingsbury gets out of his game plan too fast. So I picked the Broncos and I got this one right.
Yeah, I was with you, Herman. I picked the Broncos on this one, and I was impressed with the way that the Washington offense moved. I mean, that guy, what's his name, McConkey something? He's two names.
Whatever his name is.
I mean, when he did get his opportunities, he ran hard. So I was kind of surprised that he wasn't the leading rusher when I looked at this.
He actually only had
but
like you
said,
four
Herman,
carries.
I agree too, 100%. Washington should have went for the 2-point conversion. They actually had the perfect. Huh? He only had 4.
He only had 4
I don't
carries.
know why. It seemed like did he catch the ball a few times? I feel like they was calling his name a lot. How many catches did he have?
None. Yeah, so he wasn't really involved in the game too much.
It
He
just
only
doesn't
had
even
4
make
catches.
sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any
I don't
sense.
know. It seemed like his name was called a lot in the game, but yeah. Yeah. But to go for the 4th down, the 2-point conversion, they had the perfect play, and it would have, if it got executed, they would have won that game. Just the defensive man had to jump up in the air and block the ball back to him, which caused them to lose. But I did pick the Broncos, and this was one of the few games this week I did pick correctly. Marcus, who did you have?
And just like you, this is one of the few games this week I did pick correctly. I picked the Broncos. It turned out to be a good game, but it is what it is. The Commanders aren't there this year. They're not going to win a close game like this. So I picked the Broncos, and I was right.
Herman, he really sucks this year.
Yeah.
Remember last year he had he had the thing up of where they was in the division and where they was and everything, and he was all this, and this year he just terrible.
It's a different season this year. Okay, that was last season.
All right,
So
Mark, who did you have?
I took the Broncos in this one, man. I felt like the Broncos could have put the Commanders away a long time ago. But this was a good game. The Commanders was coming to play. I thought Mariota did okay until he threw that interception straight to Bobby Wagner in the middle. But the Broncos moved closer to winning their first AFC West title since 2015. But yeah, I took the Broncos this one, and they got it right.
Did you all hear the press conference with the head coach with Sean Payton, where they asked him did he feel like they got away with one, and he was like, we don't get away with things, and he's going on like he's high and mighty. Like, dude, you kind of got lucky on that one, but whatever.
What do you mean go by?
All
What
right.
do you mean go by mistake?
You saying you in the NFC East meeting by yourself?
Oh, hey.
Oh, y'all too busy reading comments. Get back to the show.
That's what you was doing. Why we
The
into
final
the
game we're
game?
going to talk about was the Monday Nighter. What do you mean? Didn't we go? Did everybody go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
we did. Yeah.
Okay,
Great.
well, I'm trying to get to it, sir. Thank you. The New England Patriots, I should say, the New England Patriots hosted the New York Giants, and they blew the doors off them 33-15. Statistics. Dart, who had just came back And buddy. Slide your butt down. What is wrong with you?
Yes.
Get
Yeah,
out of bounds.
No.
Stop getting hit when you just got a concussion. Oh my goodness.
He trying to get.
But he was 17.
trying to get that disease.
Huh?
He trying to get that What they
Yeah,
call
then
it,
he
CTE?
doubled down when they talk about he don't play. They're not playing soccer. CTE.
Yeah,
Come on,
CTE.
we don't play soccer. This is games you're gonna get. Come on, dude. But nonetheless, Jackson Dart was 17 of 24 for 139 yards and a touchdown. Drake May, MVP, 24 of 31, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, very close. Singletary had 12 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown, and Henderson had 11 carries for 67 yards. Leading receivers, Slayton had 2 receptions for 41 yards and a touchdown, and Hunter Henry had 4 receptions for 73 yards. In this particular game, I did pick the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots came out and did what they were supposed to do. I did expect a lot more from the Giants. I thought it was going to be a little closer, but it was just clumsy, bad quarterback play, bad game calling, and the defense just didn't really show up. So I picked the New England Patriots. I picked this one good. Mark, who did you pick?
I took the Patriots on this one, man. I tell you what, the Patriots are beating teams that they should be. This is their 10th straight win. They're not letting bad teams mess around and stay in the game and beat them. I got to give them credit for that. Jackson Dart, man, he still haven't learned yet, man. I think they should make this dude wear the guarding helmet just so he can go out there and look crazy. This dude will not. He's not going. His lifespan in the NFL is going to be real short lived. He keep this up. But I took the Patriots and I got it right.
Hey, Herman, remind me, did I lone wolf this game? Herman?
Yes, you did lone wolf this game.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you were thinking.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So is he supposed to be wearing a hat?
Yep.
I'm wearing it. Let's go.
All right. Well, we'll go to Herman and then we'll come back to Marcus.
Yeah, I picked the Patriots in this one. Not a lot to really say on this game. And, like you guys said, if Jackson Dart wants to have a career in the NFL, he better learn to get down. Because that dude, that hit, that looked like some mess that you would see
He
in a
went
movie.
flying.
Yeah, it looked like some mess you would see in a movie.
He went
man.
flying.
It didn't even look real. It was like that was crazy. Like you look for the wires, like where the wires at? Because that dude flew like 4 yards out of bounds, man. It was crazy.
And it was a legal hit. Totally legal hit.
It was legal. And
He was
so they
still
said,
in- he was still in bounds.
the refs have been telling these teams, look, if your quarterback is in bounds and gets hit like that, that's going to be legal. They need to stop trying to get that extra yard or whatever. So,
Yep. Stop tiptoeing down that sideline.
yeah, the Patriots, I guess they're the real deal right now. I mean, they won 10 in a row. I picked the Patriots, got it right.
John Google, he did bring up a good point. I forgot about that field goal where the field goal kicker decided not to kick it.
Hit the ground and stay.
He's like, skirt.
Bruh.
Playing-
What
you playing golf.
that? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Nobody's ever seen that before. That is a
Never.
first. That is at first I thought it was a fake. I'm like, what are they faking? But then dude just got sacked. I guess it wasn't a fake. So that was the thing. And then right, the punt return for a touchdown was a huge momentum for the Patriots. All right, Marcus, play your music.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy.
Yeah, I picked the Giants. I figured, hey, we was gonna have those 2 Super Bowl rehashes again. Giants will go to pull one out under very unfavorable circumstances, and I was completely wrong. completely wrong. It did not happen. It did not happen. Yeah, the Patriots they came in and did what they were supposed to do. Yeah, they were just too much for the Giants, and it showed. So yeah, I got that one seriously wrong.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy. You big dummy. See what you did? Oh, no, you big dummy.
All right, fellas, how'd y'all do? I know Herman did good this week.
Yeah, I did great. 5-1.
1-5. 1-5.
3-3.
2-4. All right. So we're gonna get into these games coming up this Sunday, Thursday, and then Sunday. There are a few teams that are on bye this week. If my thing would load.
Patriots, Giants, 49ers, and the Panthers.
Thank you. All right. So the first game we're going to talk about again is tomorrow, Thursday night. The 7. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong one. I was about to do last week. All right. The 6-5-1 Cowboys at the 7-5 Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are giving up 3.5 in this game, and the predictor is a favor of the Lions at 62%. Let's go with Mr. Parker. Who do you like in this one?
I'm going to take the Cowboys only because I need Dak to give me some points in fantasy. Give me Cowboys.
Hey, Herman, he, Mark came over for Thanksgiving. He was talking about the game, how we were both rooting for the Cowboys because he wanted Dak to score points and I wanted the Cowboys to win.
That's funny.
All right, I'm going to go with the Lions. You already know why. Marcus, who you got?
I kind of nuts. You just stop doing this, Holly. This is not right. This is not right.
I got to, man.
Hey, man, you still on my pages from last year. Stop it.
I can't help it. I can't help it. It's doing it now. There you go, Darian. I'm not.
I think he's talking about Mark. Yeah.
Who's go is it?
Marcus,
Is
who's
mine? Oh,
yours?
yeah. I'm done drinking the blue Kool-Aid. I'm going with the Cowboys.
God damn it! I'm like the lone wolf. This.
Yeah, you are, because I told you at the beginning of the show. Don't pick against the hottest team in the NFL. Give me the Cowboys.
You got to wear that. You got to wear that dummy hat. You don't even make sense.
And look, I'm gonna make sure I send my hat over there this week.
Yeah,
okay?
I know the whole show probably. I know. It's in this room somewhere. I just got to clean up. All right. The next game we're going to talk about is the 6-5 Chiefs at the.
Huh?
Wait, I'm sorry. I went up again. Sorry.
You still on
sorry. I know. The 9-3 Bears at the 8-3-1 Packers. Packers are giving up a touchdown in this one. The predictor also likes the Packers at 69%. This is a big game for both the teams. I think so. The Packers will take the lead with this game in that division.
If they take the lead, that means they'll be number one too.
They would have to take the number 1 seed too.
Yeah.
Number 1 seed too.
Yeah. Well,
no. What if the Rams win? If the Rams win,
unless the Rams win.
depends.
The Rams win, then the Rams are going to get it because of that tie. All right, Marcus, who you got?
Packers looked great last week, but they're still too up and down for me. I really don't trust Jordan Love like that. And like Herman said, you got to go with the hot team. So I'm going with the Bears.
So you gonna call on somebody else?
Brian?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't hear what he said. He kind of like froze. Who'd he pick?
Bears.
Okay.
The Bears.
Herman, who you got?
I'm going with my pick from the beginning of the year. I'm going with the Packers. They're finally starting to get hot. Just finally. A little bit. So give me the Packers.
Mark?
I'm gonna have to agree with you, Herman. My pick was for the Packers to win the division, so I'm gonna have to stick with that. Give me the Packers.
You already know what's happening, Marcus.
I'm low
I'm
Wolfen.
going with the Packers as well, man. You're Lone Wolfen, sir.
I get to wear the graduation hat for the first time this season.
Yeah, you hope.
All right, so first two games, we got Lone Wolves. All right, next game is the 1-11 Titans at the 3-9 Browns. The Browns are giving up 4.5 in this game. The predictor likes the Browns a little bit better than the Titans at 52%. Mark, who do you got in this one?
Give me the Titans.
Really? Okay.
Whoa. So the number 1 draft pick against the number 5 draft pick in this game. But the
Draft pick.
5th round draft pick, I'm sorry. But, there's this dude on the Browns that's trying to set a record for sacks. So I think, and the Titans quarterback is like the number 1 sack dude right now. So I think I'm going to go with the Browns. Marcus, who you got?
Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you. Myles Garrett all day. Give me the Browns.
And Herman.
You don't get to pick the Browns very often and feel good chance of getting it right. But this time I feel good about this one. Give me the Browns.
like you're gonna need that hat, Mark. You don't sit it on the ground. You're gonna need it.
Right.
Yeah, we are on
We
a
shall
roll.
see.
We are on a roll. All right, the next game we're going to talk about is the 6-6 Pittsburgh Steelers at the 6-6 Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are giving up a touchdown in this one, and the predictor likes the Ravens at 66%. In this one, I also like the Ravens. I think the Steelers' offense was limited with Rodgers healthy, with him being injured, not even to be able to get under center. Although they said he might try to get on this week, makes him even more vulnerable. Give me the Baltimore Ravens. Herman, what you think?
Yeah, this is one of them toss-up games, and I'm gonna
Don't do 6-7.
I'm gonna go
Do
with
not
the
do
home
6-7.
team. Huh?
Thought you about to do 6-7.
I'm gonna go with the home team. Give me the Ravens.
Mark.
Give me the Ravens.
And Marcus.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens as well.
You were not going to take the Ravens. I want to see your scorecard, sir. I think you had the Steelers and you just don't put a low up again.
No, I had the Ravens. I had the Ravens. Take the
All right,
Ravens.
because you got to pause. I messed that one up. I should have picked you and then Mark. All right. That's the first one. There's no lone wolf. Next one is the 7-5 Texans at the 6-6 Chiefs. The Chiefs are giving up 5.5 in this one. The predictor also likes the Chiefs at 65%. And this is a good one because the Texans are kind of hot and I don't know what the Chiefs are right now. Marcus, who do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Texans. Their defense, I think, is like number 1 or close to number 1 right now. They look really good the last couple of weeks. I believe they're on a winning streak as well. I'm gonna go with the hot team. I'm taking the Texans.
Mark.
I'm agree with Marcus on this one. I'm going to take the Texans also. Give me the Texans.
Herman.
The only team that's as hot as the Cowboys right now, or close as hot to the Cowboys, is the Texans defense. Give me the Texans, man. The Chief Nation is about to lose their minds.
Yeah, because this is basically their playoff game right now. They ain't coming back if they lose this one.
Nope.
And I'm in agreement with you guys. I think they're going to lose this one. I think the Texans beat them. Give me the Texans. All right. Final game of the week we're going to predict are the 8-4 8-4 Philadelphia Eagles at the 8-4 I know. At the 8-4 Chargers. The Eagles are giving up 3 in this game, and the predictor likes the Eagles at 59%.
On the road?
On the road. I think it might be because they're questioning if what's the name is going to play.
Herbert.
Why wouldn't he play? He came back in the game and finished it.
But he had to have surgery on that hand.
They probably put a plate in there.
Mm-hmm. So it's still if he's going to play, but more than likely he will.
I think he is.
Marcus, who do you think is going to win this game?
There are no conditionals, but if Herbert's playing, I'm taking the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
Mark.
I'm gonna go the whole team. I'm taking the Chargers also. You in Chargers?
I'm going in. I'm lone wolf in this one because for some reason I think the Eagles bounce back. I'm going with Philly. Herman, who you got?
I can't pick the Eagles right now. They're a disaster. Give me the Chargers.
Boy, that this is going to be a show next week. I will tell you that. Lots of hats will be worn. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the four out of the 6 games. Somebody lone wolf.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Herman, you're the only one that didn't lone wolf.
Hey, I got 2 this week, so I'm good.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and get our final thoughts, and then we'll give it to Marcus to end the show. Anybody got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I got one. Just remember that no matter how bad you might think things are, that there's probably someone out there who has it worse. So just be thankful for what you have and where you are.
My final thought is actually a quote from a movie. It's life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once a while, you could miss it.
Movie's that from?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, Mark? Happy Thanksgiving.
Nope.
Okay. Mark said, forget y'all. Mark said, I ain't got no words of wisdom for y'all. Forget y'all. All right, Marcus, you got any words of wisdom? And if not, let's get out of here.
No, I ain't got nothing this week. So we just we just
He
get out of
said,
here.
forget y'all too.
Eminem, forget y'all.
Right.
So before we get out of here, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. You can catch us on Facebook and our Facebook group, The Layered Game. We're on X at The Layered Game 3, on Instagram at The Official The Layered Game, and on TikTok at The Layered Game 91. You can also catch us on the Average No Sports Network. We broadcast over there at the same time we're broadcasting over here. So when we're done, go over there and check those guys out. That's the Average No Sports Network. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. We out.
Peace.